Hey guys, what's up? It's yours, Screwed, and today I'll bring you guys a new video. So today I'll be showing you guys my top 5 coordinates for spoofing in Pokemon Go. And these coordinates can either be very good places to catch Pokemon, catch rare Pokemon, places where there are a lot of gyms, and places where there are a lot of lures. So I'm going to be ranking these in terms of top 5. So I'm going to start with 5 and I'm going to go to 1, where 5 is my least favorite. Well, I mean, it's still pretty good, but it's my least going to. While the first is going to be the best spot and the spot that I'm always at, like almost permanently. So, number 5 on the list, we have Busan. Now, Busan is in Korea, and the main reason I like this one spot in Busan, and by the way, the coordinates to all of these locations are down in the description below. So if you need to go check those out, definitely go try them out. Okay, so the reason I like Busan is because, I mean, it's kind of obvious. There are a ton of raids and a ton of gyms, which does mean that during like Gengar Day or any of the special event days, Busan is the place to go. Like look at this. There's like at least like 40 gyms here. There's 12 raids, and these are just like these are ones that already have an egg. Like imagine if all these gyms had Gengar raids in them. Like you could do these forever. So Busan is definitely a place to come if you want to get some raids done. Like these gyms are going to be permanently full. So no matter what time of day you come here, or what time the lobby you come here, they're always going to be full. So if you need a reliable Giratina raid or Togetic raid or Hondoom raid or Gengar raid, you should definitely come to Busan. Again, the coordinates are in the description below. So we're going to go on to the 4th position, which is one of my favorite as well. It's the 4th best. It's Osaka in Japan. So I'll type in the coordinates right here. 1, 2, and then 135.5016. So these ones are just over here, 590 kilometers away in Busan. Okay, I don't think this is the coordinates actually. I haven't fully teleported yet. Yeah, okay. So, there's one reason why I really like this Pokestop, or this like coordinate, and the reason I would actually recommend this to most people who start spoofing is because there's so many Pokestops that you can get like so much experience. And during the night, these are usually lured, and so like during the day, these are not as lured because like people have to go to work and it's a weekday today. But on the weekends and at night, these Pokestops are almost all lured. Like think about that for a second. All of these Pokestops lured. So there's going to be a ton of Pokemon everywhere. And as you know, if you spin a new Pokestop, you get 250 XP. So on a lucky egg, you can probably spin 200 Pokestops in 30 minutes. So that's a lot of XP for you to be gotten. So this is my 4th favorite place. I highly recommend Osaka, of course. Again, coordinates to these will be in the description below. Definitely worth checking out. Even if you're just looking for a new place to spoof, like if you're shiny hunting and you're bored, you don't want to stay in the 3rd best spot and the 1st best spot, the 2nd best spot, definitely come to Osaka. This is definitely one of the spots I would definitely recommend. So we're gonna move on to the next spot. Now this next one is there's a specific reason why I actually like this spot, and I'll show you guys once we actually get there. 2817, 174.766. Now, okay, it's gonna be Wellington, which is 9,350 kilometers away. Jesus. But the main reason I actually like Wellington is because of the weather. Now, the weather in Wellington is it's going to be very windy, which means that a lot of wind types are going to spawn. And dragon type and stuff like that is going to spawn because dragon types are most common in windy areas. Which means that things like Bagons, Dratinis, and stuff like that are going to spawn like a ton. And potentially Ralts, because I'm pretty sure windy conditions like increases the chances of Ralts, which is one of the types. Currently it's sunny, which is unfortunate. Actually no, it might still be windy because we're not actually at the Wellington chords yet. If we just we're still kind of lagging out, not really at Wellington, but the city center is usually so we just go over here because usually the city, like it's always gonna be like windy here. So this is probably one of the best places I went to actually hunt for all my Salamances and Dragonites. Like I just caught a bunch here because like how do you call it? There's like a bunch of gyms that you can take over to because like there's not many people who play Pokemon Go in Wellington, right? So you can just run around just crapping on all the gyms and then taking them for the free coins. And of course, the windy weather makes it really, really easy to find Dragon-type Pokemon, which is the stuff that you need for Dragonite and Salamence, etc., etc., and some of the other Pokemon. It's not currently windy, which is unfortunate, but usually during the night it is, and it's a very good place to just hang out and chill out. And there's also a lot of PokéStops, so I'd highly recommend checking out this city. Just for XP and just for getting all those, like if you need Salamence is a pretty good Pokemon, so definitely come here and try it out. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the second and first best spots. Now, the second spot and the first spot are very, very close, but I'll have to give the second spot to Paris Mall, which is 48.89, 1339, 2.239. Now, there's a reason I didn't put some of the other malls in Europe, like some of the ones in, I don't remember, like Sweden or something, Copenhagen. I'm pretty sure there are some great malls over there with a ton of Pokestops. The reason I didn't put that one in the video is because I personally do not go to them a lot. And, like, why go to a worse version of a mall when you can just go to Paris Mall, right? And they're malls, like, these are coordinates that I go to on almost, like, a weekly basis. And some of these even daily, like Paris Mall in San Francisco, which I'll be talking about next. I go to San Francisco on a daily basis, just a shiny hunt, right? So that's the reason this is in the video. That's the reason why that's in the video, and some of the other malls are not. So yeah. Jeez, but FGL Pro takes a while to actually teleport, because for some reason it kind of like fast walks you across the world instead of teleporting you, which is kind of weird, but yeah. That's how it works. So as you can see, the blue dot is down there in the bottom right corner, and I have to wait for it to move. But once you actually get here, it's insane. Getting a lot of Air 12s, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it's kind of normal. Like, as long as it goes away after I touch the joystick, you should be fine. So, we're going to, as you can see, we turn around and everything's lured. Now, it's a ton of Pokestops. There's at least like 30 Pokestops right there, just at the mall. And of course, there's a ton of Pokestops outside of the mall. But this mall is probably one of the best places to shiny hunt. Especially during the event where there's double candy and everything. Like, there's gonna be a ton of Pokemon spawning at these locations, and of course there's like a few gyms, but you can always guarantee that the gym inside, the two gyms inside, are always gonna be done. Like, no matter what, you're never gonna waste your raid pass, which is something people always do, which is unfortunate. But this is definitely a place to go. If you need XP, if you need rare Pokemon, like rare Pokemons will spawn almost constantly, because all these lures will attract so many Pokemon. Like, I've caught like at least 2-3 Dragonites, 2-3 Snorlaxes here just by standing here and just waiting, or just like watching the coordinate map. Anyway, aside from that, it's one of the best places to spoof, because usually I always go here to shiny check, because I know that Pokemon will spawn in the masses. And that's how I grind my Stardust here as well, because like there's so many Pokemon in such big clusters that you just never run out of Pokemon to click. Like, once you catch a bunch, a new bunch spawns. So it's definitely worth checking out if you're a spoofer. The final spot on my top 5 list for best coordinates to spoof at is San Francisco, and there's a specific reason why San Francisco is the best. Like, I mean, I don't know. San Francisco is probably the spoofing hub, let's be real. Pier 39 is the spoofing hub for Pokemon Go. It's the spoofing pier that every single person who plays Pokemon Go and spoofs probably already knows about. Like, if you don't know about this pier, then you're probably not spoofing, let's be real. So, as FGL Pro teleports me across the damn ocean, we're going to talk about San Francisco. Now, San Francisco, the entirety of San Francisco is kind of weird. Like, only the piers are actually good for spoofing, because there's like a lot of Pokestops along the pier, and it's always like lured up. But the rest of San Francisco is almost completely garbage. So as you can see, there's a bunch of lures just looking this way. I mean, it's currently daytime and of course the weekend, so the Pokestops out there won't be lured. But during the weekends and during nighttime, those Pokestops are almost permanently lured. So this is a really, really good place to actually get your shinies. Shiny check, if you're doing raids, you can expect the raids at the pier to always be full, and of course the raids down the coast, and then that way up there. And one of the things that's very convenient about San Francisco is there's a spot that you can actually use FGL Pro routes, which is the auto walk function for FGL Pro, and it's very, very close to Pier 39. It's just over here. It's right over here. This park is very good for FGL Pro routing, auto routes, and I've talked about this in a previous video. You can go to that video. I'll put it in the link in the description. on how to use FGL Pro routes. But the reason I like San Francisco so much is because you can spoof all along this pier, right? You can spoof all along this pier with different terrains. There's like a water biome, land biome, there's like all the different types of biomes that you need. There's a ton of gyms, and there's always going to be people leering this stuff up. And then this park has the optimal speed at which you walk so that you can maximize egg hatching. So I usually walk from the bridge up here, from the Golden Gate Bridge, all the way down to like here, and then just walk back constantly, just back and forth, while leaving my phone on and just charging and something, and I can hatch 10k eggs in no time. So this is very efficient, like especially if you're just like, this is my hub, like let's be real, this is my hub, this is the best place to catch Pokemon, and I know it is. So you can catch Pokemon all along the shores, and then down here it starts to get kind of rare. Like people really don't go there anymore. But this place is by far the best place to spoof in Pokemon Go. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you're confused as to like, oh, I can spoof now, but where do I go? I hope this helped you, showed you where some of the best places to spoof actually are. Of course, leave a like, comment down below what you'd like to see in the next video. I hope you enjoyed the new intro, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, I'm streaming later tonight, so catch that. Peace.
And even though I know you're not the one,